Hello guys, what is up? This is the Computer Genius here. I hope you're having a good day. This is my first video, so please subscribe to the channel and like the video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create file encryptor using C++ in Visual Studio 2019. Let's get started. I'm going to create a new project using MFC app. Name it file encryptor. Let's place it on desktop. I'm gonna make it dialog based. Sorry if my keyboard is too loud, you can't really hear me while I'm typing. Right. We need 2 edit boxes. One's for the file path and the other one for the password. Gonna need 3 buttons. Okay, let's create handlers for all of them. And I actually use unmanaged C because it's faster and I like it. So there might be some changes in the code if you make the program in managed C. Alright, let's type the code. I'm gonna initialize 2 character arrays. One's gonna be the file name and the other one's gonna be the password, and we're gonna input them. Copy and paste. Alright, now we have the file name and the password. We're going to open the file using the file pointer fp. We're going to open it in read binary. Check if it opened successfully, and if it did not, then show an error message. Okay, we open the file. Now we get the file length of the file. File length needs IO.h. Sorry. Okay. let's initialize a buffer using new 100. Alright, let's read buffer from the file f1 fp. So we're actually reading buffer from the file and closing the file. Now here's where we actually encrypt the bytes. We're going to start off with the for loop I smaller than f1 I plus plus, and we're going to nest another for loop. J is not equal to no j plus plus, and here we're going to XOR buffer with password. So what we're actually doing is we're encrypting a single byte of buffer with the whole password, and this will go on until I is gets bigger than f1 and the buffer is encrypted. Now let's initialize a structure called password. Okay, let's open the file again. Now we're actually gonna pass sum is going to be the addition of ASCII values of the characters in password. I'm gonna create a function to do that. We'll get that in a second. And sum, let's actually take it static. Sum is equal to 0, and follow. Right, sum is equal to sum plus int password I. So we're actually adding the ASCII values of all of the characters and putting them in sum, and now we're going to return sum. We're going to actually write the sum in the file. Now we aren't writing the character array as it is the password, because if any program reads this file in binary mode, the program could see the password. So we're actually going to add the sum of the ASCII values. Okay, now let's open the file. Let's create an object for password and get passum. Alright, now we write the object in the file. Fname, we want to open it right binary, check if file opened, if not then display an error message. Alright, now we write the structure obj size of password element count is 1 and file pointer. Close, do that all over again. Now we're gonna write the buffer, we're append it, so the structure is at the beginning of the file. My writing is awful today, typing. Now we opened it in append binary. Now we write buffer effluent, and it's done. Alright, let me check all of the code. Now what we're actually doing is opening the file, reading buffer, encrypting buffer. Like a single byte of buffer is encrypted by the all of password. So yeah, that's how it encrypts. We're getting the sum of the ASCII values of the character in password. You can see that over here. Sum is equal to sum plus password I. That's an integer. So that's actually ASCII. Now we're actually, after all of that, we're gonna open that in the right binary. So we're gonna override the object, then close it, open it at the binary, and then write buffer. So yeah, it's done. Now let's write decrypt. Decrypt's code. It's gonna be like almost same. Alright. Initialize two initialize two array of characters. Alright, input them. One F name 499. Two password 499. Okay, now we open the file using file pointer fp, fname, read binary, check if the file opened. If not, then display an error message. Alright, now we read the structure that we wrote in the beginning of the file while encrypting it. So let's freed. Let's create an object for the password first, which we're gonna read the structure into. Element size is gonna be password. This count is gonna be 1. File pointer, and we read the object. Now let's get file length of the file. Okay, let's initialize buffer using new. And now, like, file length gives the file length of what am I just saying? Wait a second. Like now we have the length of the whole file in flength, but we only need the length of buffer. We don't need the length of the structure we wrote in the encrypt function. So we're actually gonna subtract the size of structure from flength, because we wrote the structure too. We only need the bytes of the file. So we just did that, and now we have read buffer flength fp. Now we write that, close it. Now the only difference between encrypting and decrypting is, while decrypting you actually string reverse the password over here. So if I actually do string reverse over here, if I actually do string reverse the password over here, then it's gonna actually decrypt. Now it's encrypting. Let's just copy it and paste it over here, and we actually do string reverse password. Alright, yeah, now we're actually decrypting. Let's check if the password is correct. If obj.parssum is equal to get parssum password actually not equal to, then it means that the password is incorrect. Incorrect password, return. Alright, if it's all, and if the password is good, then we're gonna decrypt it and then write buffer into the same file. Let's open it, write binary, so we actually override all of this stuff again. Turn. Now we write it. Write buffer. Inside this one. Font fp. Close it, and it is done. Yeah, good. Now what we're doing is first we read the object from the file which we wrote in this function at the beginning of the file, and then we read buffer, and after reading buffer we check if the password was correct, and if it is, then we're going to decrypt it. After decrypting, we're just going to write the buffer into the same file. Yeah, it should work now. For browse, I actually copied the code in my library. I'll give the code below in the description. You can copy and paste for all of them, and it should work now. Let's see. Right. Let's take this temp file. This is temp, and let's keep the password ABC encrypted. Okay, and yeah, now we open it again, and temp ABC. Oh, all right, never mind. Wait, I actually forgot to delete the buffer I created. Buffer, copy it, paste it over here. Actually messed up, let me. Alright, let's do it again. Let's see if it works now. Temp encrypt. Alright, operation successful. It did encrypt that. Now we open it again. Now we try to decrypt it. Alright, operation successful, and yes. Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video, and this is it for the video.